Hello again. Hello again.
Well, Dan, it's quite a way to get back into the win column right there. So physically, how are you feeling emotionally after that and what that walk-off KO win?
I physically I feel good. Obviously, I mean, little chunk away on my finger, got a flap there, but emotionally, yeah, that was an emotional one for me. Just get back into the win column. Been working really hard. Been working on myself. Been working on my mind. Been training harder than ever. So it felt really good for the work to pay off, because sometimes preparation and hard work doesn't always pay off, and tonight it did, so it felt good.
When the camera showed you after the win, you were kind of like screaming into the arena. Was that all the emotion coming out after everything leading into this fight?
Yeah, again, just emotional build-up. There were there were guys out there trying to heckle me, heckle my coaches, heckle the other guys. So I don't know. I just had to let out some emotion and show them who's who.
And that walk-off, that looked like it was the uppercut or something that dropped him. Did you know? Did you see that opening was coming, or you're working toward it, or you was just in the moment capitalized on it?
Yeah, I was right in perfect range, and he dropped his right hand to throw the uppercut, and I knew if I just throw the hook, it was going to land, and it landed perfectly, and I saw him fall backwards and his knees collapse, and I knew it was game over. I didn't, there's no need to follow up and do further damage. I'm a killer in there, but at the end of the day, it's like if I know it's over, I don't want to intentionally put more damage on a guy's career. This guy has a family. I have to block that stuff out. But if I can land a clean punch and walk off, I think there's nothing better than that. It's fucking cold. You land a good punch and walk off. That's like Mark Hunt, just sick. I don't know.
So going off of that, could this ending have been any more perfect, considering the last three opponents you fought are all top of this division, and this walk-off KO just reminds the rest of the division that you haven't gone anywhere?
Yeah, but I was saying kind of to my coaches and before that, like, this wasn't for anyone else but besides me. This one was for me. This was to prove to myself that I could still achieve greatness. I didn't want to go out there and prove. I know I said it to be show I'm still a threat in the division and whatnot, but like that wasn't my sole mission. My sole mission was to prove to myself that I can still achieve greatness through the hardships, through the adversity, through the struggles, through the mental struggles, through the physical struggles, through the sacrifice, and it just feels really good.
And the eye poke, did you think that was an eye poke? Because the replays looked like you just kind of like raked across his eyes with your open hand.
I didn't think it was an eye poke, and I watched the replay too, but he grabbed a single leg, and I shot an uppercut right into his eye socket. And then as we broke off, like I pushed, and it kind of brushed him, but I mean, dude, it doesn't feel good to get punched in the eye. So, I mean, you could claim the eye poke. He even said after the fight he couldn't see, but, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to punch him in the face. So it just, shit happens.
And finally, what would you like the rest of your year to look like 1 year from now? Are you setting any goals for the rest of the year?
I wouldn't say I have intentional goals. I had one goal written down, and it was literally to win this fight by finish, and I did that. So I got to go home, reassess with my team, reassess with my family. I owe them time. I've been training like an animal since June. I fought in June. I've been training like an animal since then because I wanted to get it back so bad. And yeah, I owe them some time. I owe my wife time. She's been freaking working so hard, taking care of my son, and I'm gone all day. Like I go home or I train. I go home briefly, then I go train again, and then I go home, and it's like I get like an hour with my son and wife at night and some alone time, and And then by the time he goes to bed, I get like an hour with her, and then I gotta go to bed, and then I could do it over again, over and over and over and over and over. So she takes a huge hit and a huge toll, and I owe her more than anyone and anything because she's holding up this team. She holds me up, and without her, I wouldn't be able to be my best self. So I'm just gracious to have her.
Dan over here. David Potter here. Congratulations on the win and having your hard work pay off. And if you look at your entire career as a whole, you have worked hard your entire career. I mean, you're a black belt in BJJ, brown belt in judo, Division III wrestler. How much, if you can give yourself a personal assessment, how much more hard work do you need to put in order to get yourself in, to the next level in the progression of your career?
I don't think I can ever stop. I don't think I can ever stop working hard. Soon as I think I've done enough is the day you're going to see me fall back down. I have to continue to climb one ring at a time, one rope at a time, one step at a time. And if this isn't a testament to work harder and continue to work hard, like, I don't know what else to do because that's all I know. That's why beyond fighting, I'm going to be able to do anything I want because I know how to work hard. I know how to sow seed and reap the benefits and reap the harvest. So I'll continue to work hard and continue to grow and continue to climb the ladder.
And great striking IQ and great striking technique. I mean, did you see that coming where you were going to hit him with a body shot and then he was going to drop his hands and then hit him and knock him out?
Yeah, I mean, the game plan was I would have loved to work the body a little more. That was the game plan. Work the body, finish upstairs. Work the body, finish upstairs. Use my jab, establish, be smart, don't overextend. But he was pretty hollow. It was hard to find the body. But I knew when I got inside, I was going to be stronger, more explosive, more powerful, even if we decided to wrestle. That's why I got that takedown in the first round, just to establish a little dominance, because I knew that was his best weapon, but I wanted to show him I'm better. And, yeah, establish dominance everywhere.
And what do you think about your entire division as a whole? Is there anybody that you have your eye on that you would like to fight next? Obviously, after taking time away and actually spending time with your family, who would you want to fight in the featherweight division?
I've kind of fought the who's. I don't know. You guys tell me.
Is that Bryce Mitchell fight still intrigue you? I know you guys had some words back in the day.
Yeah, I would definitely love that fight. Again, I fought the who's. I'm not out here choosing the fights, and I mean, if it's exciting for you guys to hear me call someone out, like, yeah, I'll fight Bryce Mitchell, but it doesn't really matter. I fought everyone. I fought Josh Emmett. I fought Calvin Kattar. I fought Movsar Evloev, someone that no one wants to fight. I was supposed to fight Ilia Topuria December 17th, but that didn't work out because he ended up fighting Bryce Mitchell. Like, I accepted these fights, so it's not about who I'm going to fight because there's no – it might be stupid that I say yes to anyone, but at the end of the day, it's me versus me, and I have to be confident in myself and my ability and my work. So tonight I fought Damon Jackson, but I wasn't thinking about, oh, I'm fighting Damon Jackson. I was thinking, go out there, trusting your instinct, trusting your ability, and do work. Let your body go. Let things happen. Don't overthink things. And it paid off tonight. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see me whoop Bryce Mitchell's ass, I'll be happy to.
And one last question from me, and you're a testament to obviously getting out of a negative mind state and going to this fight fresh, refreshed, and actually going after the win. What did it take mentally? Obviously, you had a stint of losses, and you were able to come back in dominant fashion and win this fight in very impressive fashion. Well, what was your process as far as getting out of that negative mind frame? Like, this is going to be the fight I win. I'm going to finish this fight in tremendous fashion.
Honestly, it starts here. Waking up first thing in the morning. What do a lot of us grab our phones? So not grabbing my phone, airplane mode. Wake up. Now I'm giving you guys my secrets.
Sorry about that.
But not everyone's going to do this shit because it's not easy. So airplane mode, sleep, wake up. What's the first thing to do? Sunlight. Get sunlight in the eyes. Meditate, be in the moment. Second thing, jump in the cold plunge. Why? Because it's fucking hard. And sit in that thing and breathe. Again, I'm in the moment. I'm working on myself. When I wake up every morning and know I have to get in a freaking 34-degree ice bath, like I don't even want to wake up, but I wake up and I do it anyway because I'm instilling, I'm hardening myself, I'm hardening my mind, and I do it, and then I go train. And then I'm set for the day. Then I could turn on my phone. Then I can have my coffee. But I don't want to, I've been stuck in the funk where I wake up first thing, emails, Instagram, with one eye open in bed, go downstairs, coffee, because that's just what we do. And then, dude, that's so fucked for your cortisol levels, like, and stress, and all that shit builds up. So here's some life hacks. Go to sleep, dark room, dark curtains. Put your phone on airplane mode. Don't open social media because all this media, all this nonsense is just feeding us bull crap. And yeah.
You are a testament to hard work paying off. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you said that this was all about you and your journey out there, but through this week as well, we got to see and hear a little bit more about the shared journey you and Puna did to get through here. Was it tough to kind of watch that fight and then to get the mental state ready to fight yourself? And was this one partially for him and for your team as well?
I mean, I was super bummed to see Puna lose, but number one, I know he'll be better from this. It wasn't his night. That wasn't him in there. That wasn't his best self in there. And number two, my coach told me right before I walked out, and I already knew this, but he reminded me, don't get too high, don't get too low, regardless of results. And I watched it happen. I was warming up same time, and it's just one of those things. It is what it is. And I saw him after the fight, and I gave him a big hug, told him I love him. I don't love him any more or less. I love him so much. And I told him he'll be better from it, but he has to go through it. And I went through it myself. He has to go through it and just get back up again. That's the champion mindset. If you fall, get back up again. You can apply that to your life for anyone.
And I know you were waiting to get in here, and we've been bugging you for the last time watching Strickland. I don't know if you got to see a little bit of that. Strickland was able to get the win as well. So I guess, what are your final thoughts on him? I mean, I know you didn't get to watch much of the performance, but a lot of people always wonder what Strickland's going to show up, and it seemed tonight was the Strickland that we all knew was possible showed up.
No, that's good for him. I'm always just happy to see guys from the team win. He's one of those. He's a strange guy, different character for sure, big personality. And sometimes those short notice fights are good. You're off, you're relaxing, you're eating whatever you want, and you get the call, and you just do that. I mean, he spars freaking every day. I don't know. I've never not seen him at sparring, and so this is nothing new to him. So yeah, that's good for him. I'm stoked he got a win.
And I guess last thing for me, during that period where you were on the loss, did at any point in that time did doubt ever enter your head? Is this right for me? Am I still able to do it? Or were you always confident that you were right to do this and you just need to get back in there? Did you ever doubt yourself?
Every day you have doubt. I had doubt this morning. I had doubt yesterday when I cut weight and I was feeling weak, and I doubted myself. Am I good enough? Am I strong? Is this guy better than me? And then, recovering from that and coming into today, it's like, can I do this? And it's just, you have to find that state of focus. And once you get into that state of focus, there's no turning back. So, yes, I have doubts. Just like any of us, I wake up every day. There's always a doubt, but if you just take the next step, I think that's the best advice. I'm never worried about what's going to happen 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the road. I'm worried about my next step because that's the only thing I could control. And So yes, to answer your question, I have doubts, but I overcome my doubts.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Dan. After your win, you mentioned the Lee family. I was just wondering if you were able to share with us what Victoria's life and death meant at age 18 meant to you and to Hawaii.
Honestly, it's super hard. I never knew Victoria. I know Christian. I know Angela. I know her husband. I know their dad. And when that news came out, a girl being so young, 18, tons of potential, loved by so many, it's just like heartbreaking because that's one of our own. I pray that people give them the respect because on social media, everyone wants to come up with the conspiracy. Was it the vaccine? Was it mental health? Was it this? Was it that? Like, give them freaking respect because that's their tragedy. That's their loss. It's all of our losses, but whoever's saying that, even like coming up with these fucking conspiracies, like that's bullshit. And give them some respect. Like an 18-year-old girl passes and they're going to mourn that for the rest of their lives. We're going to wake up Monday and fucking read the newspaper and what's next? You know, they have to mourn that. So that was a tragedy. I mean, it's a tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy. And they were definitely weighing on my heart. And the only thing you could do is pray for them because she's gone. And there's no bringing her back. But she still has a family that's here on earth living that are going to mourn from this. And the only thing we can do is pray. Thanks, guys.